Welcome, folks. This is Will, KMAC Vintage. I've been out all morning, so starting a video kind of late today. It's a bit warm in here still because I had the AC off. So anyway, um, it is Monday, June 2nd. It is 2:48 p.m. here, so we are on Central Time of the U.S. So you can adjust your time to see when it is. I am back at this board for Peter. This was the one that I posted the two videos about yesterday. The one that had some items missing on the backside, and one of the ferrite beads for L15 was the main one that was missing, and that provides a signal line to this memory controller chip, which then caused the whole board not to come up. How I knew that it was memory related was that the chime happened so fast. So that's telling me that it was not sensing memory. And when I put in a Raminator, which skips the memory test, it gave me a chime, but then right after it gave me memory failure because it couldn't do anything. So by those two, you know right away it has something to do with the memory, and that's why I went to check on the underside. Plus, also this board has been in my inventory for a while, so and things could have moved on it and knocked things off. Every now and then, I may find something on the ground that I'm like, what is this thing sitting here? So anyway, I need to finish taking stuff off of the old board, and some people have been asking how I do that. So what do I need to take off this old board? I need to take off the CPU. I need to take off this inductor here, and everything back here except for the audio jack. I have a new one, but and the two switches, and I still got these three chips here to take off. So I do all that with heat. Okay, I do all that with actually airflow and with a manual solder sucker. That's it. Okay, I'm not sitting here with flux and wick and this and that, because the thing is, I don't care if things fall off this board or this board gets damaged, because I already took everything off of it. I mean, this board is trash. I mean, um, for me, this board is not going to be used again. So and it doesn't matter if it bubbles up or if it separates and so forth. So let's go to the scope and let's get some air flowing on this thing. Um, let's just start off with the CPU, and let's start off with a bang. Right now, I'm gonna lay it flat right now because that helps me with the focusing. So, and you can see a lot of it there too. You can see, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start heating these up, and then with the solder sucker, just remove the solder. As simple as that. Um, and we work our way around everything. So I'm gonna bring this more to my center so it's a bit easier. You see, those are already melting. Am I? Oh, hold on. I want to switch to the bigger nozzle. So let me take off the smaller nozzle. The nozzle's a bit warm right now. Ooh, that was dumb, Will. Okay. So usually my solder sucker can go over 2 pins. See, I already got the board lamination separating. I'm using a much higher heat also. I'm using 450. You see the bottom on there? Yeah, you can. I try to get all the solder out of the hole. Okay, now I'm gonna raise it on the board, on the table, so it's slanted. And I'm gonna start heating all this up. And it should just start dropping. Because of gravity and the way it's positioned, it will start coming down. There, it's out. There it is. CPU is out. Okay. We're gonna go now to. I have these chips here. I'm gonna lower the temperature a little bit. It's kind of high. It's another 420. That's still a good temp. I want to get out these Born chips. Oh, you can't see. Okay. Right there. Right here it starts. I think I lowered it a little bit too much. Sorry about that. Just had lunch a little while ago. I may get a food-induced coma. I'm hoping not today. I want to finish this board and make it part of my shipment of stuff that I need to send out tomorrow. I got 3 other packages. Okay. I have two more of them here. So you see, this is all I do. I just heat it up and with the solder sucker, get the solder out and salvage the parts. Yeah, I can tell when all the solder's out, and then that's when I move on. And I can also ship out all these boards. I get paid. The other reason why I want to try to get them out. I've got a large amount of stuff I need to order, so I'd like to get some funds in my PayPal. Okay, that one ready. Let's come on to the next one now. Okay, both of those cleaned out. That one cleaned out. Move on to the next. Okay, I got two switches over here. I'm gonna try to get these out. Let's see if I can get them out without melting the plastic. I'm on. All right. Now basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a tweezer and hold the switch, and I'm gonna, I'm just gonna pull them out because they're already dropping out. I heat it up a little bit more, and there they are. I have two switches out. CPU is out. Let's get this one inductor out. It's over here. You can usually tell when the solder is melting. You can start seeing it turning to liquid or start bubbling. Okay, that's starting to melt now. Okay. Possibly as soon as I pick this up, it's gonna drop. There. Oh. Alright, that's out. Alright, now I need to start doing these guys here. You can see that? Yeah, you can. Okay. Let me turn up some more heat. Starting to get soft. That one clean. That one clean. Now again, only do this method if the board that you're working on, taking them off, you don't need it anymore. Alright, because this can damage the board. I mean, when I was doing the CPU, there was quite a bit of layer separation going on in different areas. You can see it because you can see the board bubble up. If I was saving the board, I would be using my my other solder pump. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting these points for that metal bracket that's in there, since I have this area already nice and hot. Okay. I can't take out this 180B until that bracket is out of the way. See, because I got so much heat in this area, you see how much quicker this is going now? Look at that. Okay. This 180B here, I can pop out. Okay, see, there it is. This other one is loose, but I can't get it out yet because the bracket's in the way. All right, so we're gonna skip that one for now. Let's go ahead and continue here. Since I have this area hot, we're gonna continue removing things as we go. We're almost done. I like these DB connections because they have the spring here, the locking thing, instead of having to use rivets. These are so easy to take out. So this is the floppy port. A lot of the stuff for the Macs are getting harder and harder to get. So the more you can salvage, the better. But I don't throw these boards away until I take off just about everything I can salvage. Now that I bought a good solder pump, I'm going to take off a lot of these PDS slots. Though I can still find them, they're getting to be a bit expensive. And I'm going to try not to raise my prices on these boards. That one still has a little bit of solder down in there. There. See, it's starting to melt. Let me see if I can improve your focus. Sometimes there's so much solder that they come out in layers, like you see, and like I'm doing here now. Take out some and then reheat the rest, liquefy the rest, until it all comes out. Okay, now comes the SCSI port. Okay, now I got these pins. There's a lot to take off. A lot of these are just cleaning out with one pump. Or you see the amount of solder flakes all over this place. Oh my god. Microphone, yeah, microphone's still working. Love seeing the solid go to a liquid form. I mean, that is so wicked about solder. Alright, I want to try to take out these, so I'm going to use it with my spatula here. Okay, and I'm going to pry this out. But at the same time, heating it and getting it to pop out. See, you can hear the snap, crackle, pops going on. Okay, that one is out. It fell on the floor, but that's fine. Let's get the DB19 out. Okay, that one is out. I'm going to try to catch it and save it. It fell on the ground too. It was hot. All right, so let's go now to these last two, these ADB ports. You can still see, right? Yeah, okay, you got good view. Okay, I got this guy here to do too. Keep everything hot, right? Because that makes it so much easier to unsolder the stuff, to suck out the solder. today was Monday, was my gym day. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I go to the gym. I have a personal trainer working with me. Really, the best money I spend each month. Boy, I tell you, it really helps me because I was losing so much muscle tone in my age, not working anymore, and that it really takes a toll on you. And I didn't want that to happen. This one is ready to drop. I can practically pull this one out. It's out. All right. Okay, this one too I can pop out. All right, let's do these last two posts for that railing. Then we'll drop out those three Born chips. I did not pause any of this. This is all as it happens, so you can see what sort of time frame this takes. Then again, I've been doing this for a while and gotten pretty quick at it. Okay, now I don't want to take out that railing yet. But what I need to do here is I need to see, where's my tweezers? Okay, I need to straighten up some of these chip legs. All right. So I'm heating all the legs again. And then really for me to try to drop the chip like I did with the CPU. There it goes. Drop this next one. If I can get most of it dropped, then then from the other side I'll just pull it up, and with a little bit of heat, it won't take much. All right, let's get the last one. You're right here. Sorry. I ate something with some barbecue sauce, and that gives me gas right away, boy. I tell you, I can't handle it. Okay, so we have all of those just about popped out. You want to see that they're just about out. So with just a little bit of heat, I can probably yank them out. That's two. That's three. All three of those are out. All right, so I got those three chips out. All right, now we can do. Now I can pry this bar out again too. That is done with heat. I just reheat those same spots, and with my spatula here, I just pry it out. It's hard to see what I'm doing because I should do it on the other camera. Okay, the metal bar is out. There it is. It's out. Now I got left is this last ADB port over here, and that's out. Okay. Turn off the hot air. This board is now scrap. Put that with my other boards. And I gotta clean up my mess that's here on my bench now. Alright. If you want to see what all just came out, here's everything that just came out. That's it. All those items. Let me run this little handheld vacuum up my bench here. I need to get the better vacuum. I'm gonna pause the recording for a little bit while I vacuum everything up. Alright, I'm back from vacuuming. Forgot we had the two DB ports. They're here. They were on the ground. So we got everything off. See, everything is here. Plus, I got these three that I still need to put on, and four more RAM slots, sockets. Okay, so let's just keep on going. We're gonna. Yeah, that's what I like about these is that they snap in so nice and easy, and they hold good. Makes it very easy for actually soldering. Okay, so I can get those in. Let me get my view in, focus for you. Okay. All right, and we're gonna start soldering. This is the DB25. Honey, I just undid all of these from one board and now I'm putting them back on another. Okay, those are soldered in. Let's get the two ADBs. See, my pins are nice and straight. Yeah, so I might be able to just lift these and snap them right in. Oh, wrong way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just solder one leg on each. And then I'm going to push them in, make sure they're well seated. I just heat it up again and push. Okay, now those are in good. Okay, I have this one inductor right here. Okay. Again, I'm just going to solder one because I want to make sure it's, see, you see, good thing I did that. Alright, now we go all the way over here. These are the two serial ports. You can't see much right now, but let me just solder in one leg, and then I have to reposition it anyway. Okay, you can see now. Okay, let's do the two switches. Let me put those in place, then we'll flip it over and solder them. They snap in, so it's real nice and easy. If it doesn't want to snap in, then I use my spatula thing and snap it in. Okay. Those are right here. Okay. I need to swap out that. I need to put these chips in, where we can do that from the other side, the other camera. Let's get some of these other little things put in. Okay, those are being held in. Basically, it's the floppy port and the SCSI internal. That's the floppy. And then this is the SCSI one. This back row is all ground. It takes a little bit more heat. Okay. That's everything back there. Let me do these 4 RAM slots. Right now, I'll just tack them in place. You're not gonna see me tacking them in place because I'm doing that off the camera. But it's where I just solder the ends, and then I'll come back and heat them back up and push them up, make sure that they're sitting nice and flush. Okay. All right, those are all in. Now it's just to solder all of this. Oh, my solder is about to finish. All right, let's go to it. Okay. All the RAM is in, everything else in. The last thing left is this PDS slot, so let's get that done. Again, I'm gonna solder some corners. You won't see that, but alright, so if you see here, here's a PDF slot. And basically I just do an amount there and then come and into the middle. I'm still blown away that this board, that all it was a ferrite bead stopping it from chiming. Shows you how something so small can be so critical. And how all these pieces together make it function correctly, huh? Amazing. And just like that, we have a PDF slot that is about to be finished. All right. Now, next thing to do is to put this bar back on. It's very nice and clean, so I don't need to sand it and repaint it. So basically, I just snap it back on and bend those clips, just 3 of them. Then I come and I resolder it. Time is it? 3:46. Okay. This board for Peter. My soldering is finished. So soldering iron is turned off. Let me move that board over. I'm going to bring these 3 bone chips into view because I need to straighten up their legs. These came out very nice. Okay. All right, so let's switch cameras. Here we are. Some things I need to do down to this board is I need to take out this chip. right, and put in his. Okay. And put in these bournes. Really, these don't matter what orientation they go in because all four corners are already ground. And so you could really put them in either direction. There's some bournes that instead of 20 pin or just 16, so you off center it, so you don't even use the four corners. So I just want to make sure everything is in. All right, that's it. We have this board done. Oh, one other little thing I need to do is that these come with a little trim piece here. They use this for when they are doing the SMD work as guides, and it's scored from factory to just snap off like this. Okay, this board is all off. We're gonna do our test, and it better chime. What we're looking for. I still got some of these blue SCSIs. These are the nice ones with a nice case like this, and there's a built-in button right here that you can just push on this corner, and it pushes on the button of the Pi that's in there, so you can load a new firmware. So you don't need to open up the case or anything. So we have our compact card. Let me bring my little battery powered LCD screen. That is a god save for doing bench work. Let's plug that in. And power. Chime. Let's see if we're going to get screen right away. Yep. There it comes. Yep. Love these compact cards. It makes my life so much easier testing stuff on the bench. Just plug that in, away we go. Neat, simple. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SCSI not booting up. Bet you I know what happened. Fuse is blown. Because I'm not getting power on the SCSI. No, fuses are good. I did not have this machine booted up yet. That's right. You don't like what that diode is giving me. I might change that diode. With that, well, no, the internal is gonna get, no, the internal shouldn't. Let's see. Yeah, it's giving me problems there. Let me take some readings here. That's 5. 5 going into the diode. 3.12, you see, too low. 2.3 coming out. Diode is bad. Yeah, diode is bad. So let me check from the bottom side here, make sure everything is okay. I didn't do anything bad on my soldering work. Oh no, I'm missing another. You don't see it, but this wasn't missing before. Now it's missing. See? See that? I have some sitting right up here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there should be 1 there, 3 here, 1 more there. Okay, yes, those are all in place. Okay, I guarantee you that's the problem, because those make up part of the SCSI power. We'll try the internal first. Oh yeah, I'm not blinking now like I was before. And I'm sure if I test my voltage, it should be 5 going in, 4.4 coming out. To the fuse is 4.4. Out of the fuse should be 4.4. Yep, good. And the screen's coming up. Still that. What else am I missing? I got power to it now. Maybe I messed up the card, because sometimes that happens. Let's see, it tries to load. I think I screwed up my image. Let me put this in my other machine in the SD card reader. Give me 1 second here. Right, I need to copy the image over. I've had this happen, so if is it my main issue? I don't know. I'm hoping it is. It's copying. It's copying. I got a couple more seconds to go, and I then I have to rename it and delete the old one. Interesting issues with this board. Windy today outside. All right, let me delete the old image. Delete, yes, and then rename this one. Change that to a 6, and let's change this extension to HDA. HDA. Yes. Eject. Come on, work for me. If not, I gotta go check all things on the bottom of this board. Nope, I got more things. Something is still not right on the bottom of this board. I'm gonna touch up all of these. Trying to see if I see anything else missing. That one's got a crack in it. This one's broken. Just the top is broken, but this one has a crack in it. This one you can see. I mean, you can see that crack. You see that? And watch if I go. Hey, look at that! Boom. All right, so we'll take C22 off of the other board. All right, let's scan this board and see if we see anything else. Luckily, there's not too much stuff on the bottom. All right, let's go more up here now. Let's give it a test and see. That's all I can do, right? Okay, I got screen. Taking too long. Nope. I didn't fix it, so I still got something somewhere. I'm still thinking about switching that diode though. You're getting 0.567, which is normal, but then like this, yeah, I'm getting a very high resistance, 2.04, which is right, but nothing to do with the fuses. The SCSI doesn't use the resistor packs. It goes directly from SCSI chip to the SCSI port. Well, yeah, one of them does go to resistor network. Which one? Which one is that? No, it doesn't go to resistor network. Let me see here. Uh, MacDat, MacDat.net. Very good website for everything Apple related and schematics and so forth. And you name it, it's practically on there. No, it doesn't go. Floppy goes through RC10, but SCSI does not. Nothing at SCSI goes through that resistor pack network. C47, there's one capacitor that is related to SCSI. C47. L21, that ferrite bead is for the swim. So no, that won't do nothing with that. Okay, and this fuse here is for floppy. This one is SCSI. And this one over here is keyboard. C47 on the on. Let me go see what condition that one is in. Sorry here, let me go back to my view here. C47, let's see if we can find C47. 48, 69, C47 right there. Right here. Let me just, lots of flux around there, so. Now the other thing could be is that, no, because I'm getting the full current. These ferrite beads could be. Okay, all the way across, I'm not getting any type of resistance. I mean, all the way across, I'm only getting a 0.6 resistance, so that's fine. All right, let's see what sort of in circuit though. I think this is just a 0.01. nano microfarad capacitor. I don't see anything else. What are those other ones that had like a little flake out of them missing, like here? Yeah, two of them. C23 was one of them. Let me see if C23 has anything to do with SCSI. I doubt it. C47. No, none of those have anything to do with SCSI. Bet you C23 has more to do with either ADB or with audio. It's not with ADB. There's R23. C23 has to do with 5 volts going somewhere. It's just it's C21, 22, 23 are all the same. All right, I'm gonna have to think some more on this and see and do some problem solving, and then I'll come back and let y'all know what I find. Okay. All right, folks. So I've done a little bit more testing with this board, and I went as far as trying different glue chips, because remember, this is in a socket. And remember, I said that there was something here that didn't seem like it was making too well of a contact, but I pinned it out. I mean, I went through the SCSI chip for me to know, because most of the pins with the SCSI chip are your three address lines, data lines coming in. These lines here, which are just communications between it and the glue and the via, and reset and so forth, and then the rest are going out to the two ports. Okay, so really, there's not that many traces um, to check to see where they go, and I pinned that out, and everything is okay. I used my pick point to put it on the leg of the chip itself with the meter to see that the chip is making contact with the spring, with the SG spring pin, and then going to the SCSI chip. Everything toned out okay. Then I remember that I had a machine for a um, person, computer hobbyist. He's another one that has a channel, and he was getting some very strange SCSI issues also. And one of those was that it would sporadically boot. Okay, so and what turned out to be that issue was RTC related, meaning that either the RTC is not seated in good, or these two diodes here could be messed up and it's not getting current and so forth. So I took out the RTC chip, put in one of my remakes, and it worked. So then I put the RTC back in and made sure the legs are in good. And believe it or not, this screen is giving me some trouble. It's really the HDMI connection on this Pi is real bad. See, there, it's working. I mean, see, so if I go do a shutdown, I'm gonna turn everything off. That's the same RTC. I just reseated it in there better. Turn it back on. I get my screen. I mean, I really didn't do anything else. I mean, I did try a different glue, but I'm back to the original one, and it's working. I mean, you see. And I want to boot the other. This is system 608, I think. I want to go to 7.1. No, yeah, 608. I'm gonna switch this to 7.1. And I tried internal too. Internal works, external works, so they're both okay. You see? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut this down. I don't need a screen for my next test. Get rid of the mouse. Get rid of the SCSI. I'm actually gonna get rid of this cable. I'm gonna get rid of the speaker also because I won't need it. The thing that's on is the RGB to HDMI. That's the only thing that's getting power right now, and there's no power going to the board. Okay, so what I want to do, let me put this chip in here. I have to go steal a cable back from my Lisa here, because I was trying this profile drive to see if it would boot up or if the Lisa would recognize it, and it didn't. So I got some work to do there with that. So basically, what I'm bringing is the infamous tech step. So I needed a 25 pin straight through cable because the Lisa profile uses that. So I borrowed my cable from my tech step. Ooh. Okay. And watch me have SEC issue with this board. If well, maybe not. Lilo looking for his food. No. No. As soon as I tell him no, he turns around and goes back out. Okay, we turn this on. We go to SC30. Okay, SC30. Power on. Power on. Terminate. It should connect now. I don't need video and audio because I'm plugged in here with audio, so I'm not going to hear anything coming out of the speaker. Communication established. Test all. This is the only way that I can find out if there is a serial communication issue. And I'm so glad that I have a tech step for me to do this on these actually reloaded boards, because there's so many that I found issues with, and BN resistor networks are faulty, or the 175 chips are bad, and some even the 26 LS30s. So the tech step really is a savior. Maybe if I get some people that want, if I can get 10 people together, they're willing to buy one, I may do another run. But I want them pre-sold before I even consider it, or at least a commitment. All right, this is the one that usually fails. Please pass. I don't want no more issues with this board. Ah, thank you. One thing worked right. And I'm gonna consider this board done. All I need, ADB and one of my ADBs was not plugged in. All right, that's fine. We'll do that test by itself and see. Pass. Yep, that cable wasn't plugged in. Okay, I am done with this board. All I need to do now is do a cleaning on it. So let's take off the compact card, unplug it. I love the compact card with the SU switch on it. It's much nicer. Great tool for the bench. I don't think I have any more right now. I can do a batch. I can do a run. I need to check and see if I have any boards to make more. Let me see if I have any boards to make more. This is the SE30 compact. No, I don't have any more boards. Wow. I have prototypes and that. This is the one that we designed for the classic, and it's not working. we need to come out with that one yet. Okay. So, folks, I'm going to consider this board done. This is SE30 Reloaded Part 3 video for Peter, and it's the final. So I am good with this board. I'm going to run it through the ultrasonic cleaner tomorrow, because there's no point running it tonight. I may run it tonight too, and see, and let it dry in the garage. It's hot in there, and then run it again tomorrow. Because there's so much flux on here that I'm gonna have to run it a few multiple times. I'm gonna manually try to remove a lot of this flux with my flux cleaner. That one's almost empty. Okay. So I use my flux cleaner and a brush, and then I scrub a lot of this off, and we go on from there. So, folks, anyway, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you. Please give me a thumbs up if you can. Peter, yes, Peter, your board is done. I'm cleaning it up. Hopefully, I'm looking to be sending out some things on Wednesday. Board here for Steve, and one for Brian, and for Dustin, and now Peter. So I'm gonna try to send all these out on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna be starting on some CI boards. I have some CI boards to do for Martin, and I also have some boards to do for Mark. But his is a SE30 and a 2FX. So those are my final boards I have for customers, and then after that I have a slew for myself that I need to transfer over so that I have them ready for me to exchange with people. I've already done one exchange that I've done for someone, so, and I need to check and see if he shipped his board to me. But anyway, give me a thumbs up, please, if you like. Go and look at kmacvintage.com and see what is there. There's not much in the store right now because I need to build up some inventory. I need to build some stuff on RAM and so forth. And then you can follow me. You can follow on my site, KMac Vintage. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing. Please help me reach 1,000. I'm like at 785, so I need 215 more people. If they come, they come. Yay, great. Retro Techie, I'm very glad that he finally made it up to 1,000. Congrats on making that. So anyway, thank you, folks, and y'all have a great evening, morning, day, afternoon. All the best. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.